why it seem like preachers' kids be the worst kids? It's like they be the baddest ones. It's like they have like talking to the chicks in the choir. They got the chicks in the choir pregnant. Other one selling weed to the deacons. The daughter going crazy in the church. This stuff be wild. Like, it had you thinking like, if you a preacher or something, like the devil after them they kids. Like, be the devil be after they kids or something. Like, it's crazy. Cause it's like every time it's like a preacher kid, or then they grow up and they just don't even go to church no more. They don't have their relationship with God be trash. Like, they don't go to church, or they'll come back to the church when they get older and stuff like that. And them be the worst ones. Like, you'll try to talk to them about God, and they be like, oh, you can't tell me nothing. I grew up in church. I already know God. I know this. I know that. They know stuff already. Like, but then they give you another perspective, and it's like, dang, like, you grew up going to church. Your daddy a preacher. Your mama this, woo, woo. And it's like, well, maybe they seen things behind the scenes that other people ain't see that made their perspective like screwed up like that. Maybe they daddy really wasn't living like that, what he was preaching. A lot of the times that's what it be, because the kids really could be exposing it because of their behavior. Like, they don't respect them. They don't respect the things of God like that, or like, you know, I feel like it go back to qualifications too, in a way, because it's like, when you look at the qualifications, like for a bishop or something like that, it talk about, you know, them being, you know, husband of one wife, and being, you know, having obedient children and stuff like that. And how can they rule, you know, the church of God if they can't rule their own household? So, you know, that's why it be a lot of trouble going on, seem like, within their household, you know, their marriages, their children and stuff like that. And they still go, you know, doing the work of God. They still go and do the work of God, but it didn't seem like, you know, you put in the church, that whole balance, it kind of seem like it's unbalanced when your family really more important than the church. At that point, you know, you probably need to step down or back up or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Until you can get that in order. But I feel like they ought to put it should be like I feel like you should wait until you a certain age and your kids a certain age. You know, you done took care of your family to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you take care of your family to a certain extent and you done spend time with them, you done groomed them, you done raised them, you know what I'm saying? Now you don't have them type of problems when you do go off in ministry, because your children, you done really raised your kids. And then at the same time, if you wait till they pretty much grown almost, and y'all done had a successful, you know, you done been successful in raising them, they decent, because you done put your time in and spent your time with your family. Your marriage doing good. You done put your time in your marriage. Now you done overcame a lot of different obstacles. You done put time in. It's kind of like you was kind of like you was being, you know, built up in that time period where you raising your family. It's a whole lot of different trials and tribulations you go through while raising a family. You kind of trained and ready for ministry to be able to handle any type of situation. So now you going to church. You done raised your kids from babies to dang near adults. You done been with your wife for years, and y'all done went through all kind of trials and tribulations and all of this. You got all this training. So now when it come to church, you can give all this wisdom out to young people, to kids. You can give all the wisdom out to certain couples and other people that's married. You know, when you got these new couples coming together, you can give them sound advice, sound wisdom on how to, you know, because you done been through all this. It's not that you going through all this while you not going through all this while you trying to serve in the church. How you giving out advice and you struggling in your family? Like, that don't make sense. But I feel like it's more wise if you wait. That's why I feel like Paul be telling us to wait. He said you gotta give weight. Like I feel like you supposed to wait. He wait on ministry. Like Jesus was he 30 or something when he started his ministry? 30 something he started his ministry, and he had been studying since a little boy, and he ain't even had no family, and he waited that long. Paul, he went and spent like 15 years with Peter, and then another 7 to 10 with another disciple before he even went out. He dang near spent like 20 some years before he even went out and started his own ministry. Like, I feel like we probably, and the scandals probably are cut down with that situation. Cause a lot of the times you'll have a gift and you'll just want to go, your gift gonna take you places that your character or your maturity and your lifestyle probably not ready for. So that's probably why you can be put in them situations like that. They like, oh, you can preach, or you good. He can he drawing people, he filled up, woo woo woo. But then you get in that position and your life start to go to shambles and you start to struggle. It's an imbalance here, imbalance there. This is what be happening. But it be crazy. It's crazy. Like, people grow up. It was like the people that grow up in the church, they don't be as good. They don't be, it seems like it's weird. It's like they see the hypocrisy, I guess, growing up throughout the church. So as a little kid, immature, they don't know how to accept that. So their perspective gets misconstrued and stuff like that. So it's weird. I don't know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Cause it's a wild thing. It's a wild stuff going on out here. But yeah.